There's one big mistake that parents make with their infants and toddlers' language development. My promise to you, if you continue watching, is that you'll learn what that big mistake is. And even better, it'll open your eyes to the fact that you are more than capable of avoiding this. If you're like most parents who worry about their child's development and are fed up with feeling overwhelmed and anxious and are ready to take the next steps towards empowering yourself and becoming your child's very best communication partner, then congratulations, because you've come to the right place. My name is Vanessa Fagundo. I'm a speech-language pathologist with over a decade of experience in this field, and I am passionate about helping children learn to communicate and understand with the world around them. Let's go back to the big mistake that most parents make. I saw this time and time again. My patients' parents usually sense that their child's language wasn't developing on time, and naturally they become concerned, and doubt would start to creep in. Then they would confide in a family member or a friend, and sometimes their pediatrician, and were told with the best of intentions to wait and see. So they waited, and that was the start of their big mistake, taking the wait and see approach. Here's the problem. The period from birth to 3 is a crucial developmental stage because a child's brain acts like a sponge. It undergoes rapid growth and development, and all of that lays the foundation for future learning, behaviors, and health. The wait and see approach can cause you to miss a golden window of opportunity in your child's communication development, a golden window of time to catch up and hopefully avoid delays altogether. Your toddler is supposed to experience a massive increase in the number of spoken words between 18 and 36 months of age. But this is what you may not know. It's not a straight line. At first, they learn a new word once a week, then every few days, and then it seems like they're using a new word every single day. And the golden window of opportunity to make the largest impact on any delay is between 1.5 to 2 years of age. After that, most of their peers will see an explosion of language growth, going from several dozen words to hundreds of words by the time that they're 3. If you take the wait and see approach, your child will be behind by hundreds and hundreds of words. Now, if you're one of those parents and you see that you're missing the golden window of opportunity, or you've missed it altogether, you might feel like you have only one option at this point. And in the past, this would be true. The only option would have been to start therapy. Here's the problem with the therapy route to date. First, you'll need a referral, so go visit your pediatrician. And then you need to find a place that works for you. The center has to have the location and time availability because you'll be driving there several times a week. Dealing with your insurance that may or may not cover the services, therapy centers that may not have space available for you to be seen, and so you have to be placed on a waiting list. Then, after a lengthy amount of time with evaluations, authorizations, and scheduling, you're finally in. But your child may not feel comfortable with the therapist, or you may have a different therapist each visit, causing little to no gains. Now, let's say in the best case of scenarios, you're added to a center's caseload with a schedule that works for you. 2 to 3 times per week, you'll load your child up in your car and you're gonna drive to that office. And again, the best case scenario, your child will be treated by the same speech-language pathologist during the course of their care. In that case, you'll need to wait until your child warms up to this therapist before progress really starts to take hold. During the session, you'll wait in the lobby for 30 minutes to an hour, 1 to 3 times a week, depending on what the recommendations are. And once that time is up, in the few minutes before the therapist's next session, they should tell you how your child did, what they worked on, and most importantly, they should teach you what you should be doing at home to carry over what they're doing in therapy. If you're lucky, you might get a handout, then you'll be sent on your way. You'll be busier than ever because your week is being taken up with the prep work to get your child out the door, followed by you sitting around 30 minutes to an hour before fighting traffic to get back home. Do you think you might be distracted in this situation? Do you think you might not be able to pick up on the finer points of what the therapist asked you to practice at home? No worries, you'll do it all again in a few days. This is a less than ideal scenario, a parent's only option. Unfortunately, it's the truth about therapy. But a few years back, I realized that there could be a better solution. When one of my patients graduated from therapy, I decided to look for some answers. This adorable 2.5-year-old little girl came in with a delay, and now she was right on track for her age. I was so happy for her and her family. I asked her parents what they were doing at home with her, and the answer should not have surprised me, but it did, and I will never forget it. The father proudly looked at me and said, "Vanessa, we did everything that you taught us, all the strategies, every single day at home with her, and then we taught it to her grandparents, and they did it as well." Those parents carried over the strategies and exercises from therapy, some of the same tools and techniques I will be teaching you in the next few videos, into their everyday interactions with their child. And because of that, they had a bigger impact. They multiplied the power of speech and language therapy and helped their child grow. She had no choice but to overcome the delay. And that's when I realized that there's a better way for you to improve communication with your child, a way to tap into the power of the parent and make a bigger impact fast, and a way that I can help more families just like yours. So far, we've talked about the big mistake that most parents make, the wait and see approach. We've also discussed how it robs you of precious time during that golden window, during that special age in your child's life. Then we discussed the one option most parents have had until now, the traditional route, which involves no support until the child needs therapy. This is why I am so excited for you to see the next few videos, because it seems up until this point that there were just too few options for parents of little ones, and that is all about to change. Next time, we will talk about the incredible power that you have as a parent to make a huge positive impact on your child's language development. This will be data-driven, evidence-based lessons that will empower you to start taking action. Now, I have one question for you. Reflecting on what you've learned today, what is the one thing that you wish you knew earlier about your child's speech development? Use the comment section below to leave your responses. And again, what is the one thing you wish you knew earlier about your child's speech development? I want to hear from you, so go ahead and drop your answers below right now. Remember, the golden window is a precious time. Take advantage of it. Parents, you are the key to your child's communication success. I can't wait to share more information with you in our next video. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you soon.